Hello, Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. How's everybody doing? This is a bonus reading for you for the second half of January. General reading, as always, Taurus. It's not going to resonate with every single person, so please do take from this what makes sense for you, your situation, your relationship, and let the rest go. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box, as well as a list of all of the decks that I will be using for this reading. All right, guys? So what I have in front of me is the Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot, and then we'll go ahead and grab some additional insight from the Pining Rose Volume 2 Twin Flame Ascension deck by Calico Moon. All right, guys, so let's see what our focus messages are this time around for you, Taurus. This could also be for cross-watchers and anybody else who's been guided to tune in and watch. So angels and spirit guides, please, for this bonus reading. What is it that Taurus needs to focus on at this time? And as this card is aptly named, it's for those of you who are in separation, which I do tend to gravitate towards in a reading. So let's take a look and see, for those who are in separation, what it is that we need to focus on here. No matter what, remember us at our best. So despite where you guys are at the moment, Taurus, just try to focus on the good times, the best part of your connection. Let's grab one more. Spiritual. My spirituality helps me see the bright side of this separation. Okay, so perhaps you are one to turn to prayer. Your faith is very important to you, and you are being guided to tap into prayer at this time, and your spirituality is heavily affected by what's going on between you and this person and the separation. All right, guys, so let's add to this. Let's grab some additional insight from the Twin Flame Ascension deck. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus, please. Please bring forward additional focus messages for this bonus reading for Taurus. All right, guys, let's see what else. What else do you need to focus on at this time? I am guided to this one. Quenched. When you are quenched, you're satisfied. You know, it's like quenching your thirst. Let's grab one more. Divine timing, okay? So those of you who are in separation, it's up to divine timing to move you guys to the next chapter of this love story, to give you the clarity that you need in regard to this connection. And perhaps part of that quenched energy is that when you guys are together, this is somebody who really brings you to life. You know, when something is dry, it's just, there's no life to it. I feel this person really brings you to life with their spirit, their presence, and just the magnetism that the two of you share when you're together. Okay, so let's add to this. Let's add to this, Taurus. Let's see what else needs to come forward. So yeah, no matter what, remember us at our best. The good times, when things were good. And looking at the bright side of things through your spirituality. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. What else do we need to know at this time, please? What do we need to know at this time, please, for Taurus, for this bonus reading? Winter, okay, depending, of course, on where you're located throughout the world. Here in the States, we are in the winter season, and this could, of course, be reflective not only of the season, but of cold, frozen energy between the two of you. When we're in separation from somebody, it's stagnant, it's cold. And I feel that's, of course, where you're at the moment. Somebody has some major regrets that they are dealing with, someone who wants to apologize, somebody who feels like they need forgiveness. That's what's preventing the two of you guys from talking. And it's interesting how we have the communication card right after that. Okay, so part of the barrier in communication, more than likely at this time, is somebody's just not ready to talk at the moment. But somebody is definitely regretting their actions, what they've done here. We have a no answer coming through as well. It's like, no, I'm not ready to talk to you right now. There is an offer that's coming through here, but right now that offer is not coming forward because of this barrier that's standing between the two of you. We have somebody who's giving up, someone who has surrendered the fight, perhaps. We do have a male figure in that regret card. We have a female figure in the surrender card. So could be my divine masculines who feel regret over what's happened between the two of you. And it could be my divine feminine who chose to end things, to walk away from it. You both have lessons that need to be learned here. I'm not surprised to see that crossroads card coming through, and it's falling right below barrier because there's indecisions here. There are uncertainties going on between the two of you. We have solitude followed by grief. And here we are again with divine timing. So second reference to divine timing here, Taurus. So this is going to take some time. And my divine timing cards, I do typically tap into the message that it's up to the universe. It's up to the universe's time frame, not our perception of time as we know it. And it's so interesting how the top row, I've got two male figures reflected in the regret card and the forgiveness card. And then in the bottom row, I've got surrender, solitude, and grief, all female figures in the photos here. So I can't help but tap into divine feminine energy from the surrender, solitude, and grief card. That solitude card is very similar to the hermit energy in traditional tarot, which is Virgo. So for some of you guys, it could be a Virgo you're tapping into for this reading. This is someone who's lonely, but also somebody who's withdrawn at this time, just wanting time alone, time to themselves to figure out this whole situation. But someone's heartbroken as well. That's a part of that grief card, which is very similar to the Three of Swords in tarot. Threes are all about communication, which we do have reflected here, but there is a blockage in communication. It's like on one side we've got a barrier, on the other we have a no answer. So there's a blockage here. Somebody's not ready to talk. And that boils down to divine timing once again. That conversation to start the healing process, for this person to possibly offer an apology, for forgiveness to happen. These barriers need to be removed, and it's going to happen when it's meant to. Right now, there's indecision here. You guys just have to go through the process of learning whatever lessons need to be learned, tied into whatever brought you guys into separation. So this solitude card, especially for my divine feminines, is a time of reflection, of a time of reevaluation as to where it is that you want to go from here. Healing a broken heart. And that takes time. Plain and simple. It just takes time. Let's add some Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon to this, and let's see what else needs to come forward for you, Taurus. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. What else do we need to know at this time in regard to this connection that is in separation? What's going on between the two of you? Secrets. Those damn secrets. Oh, gosh. I've done so many readings lately, and it's always, there's always deception, karmics, third parties, and secrets that tend to create a lot of barriers between two people. Causes a lot of tension, drama, and problems. Right next to secrets, we've got lust. So, falling right below regret and surrender, I feel again it's my divine masculines who regret something over secrets and possibly a connection outside of a relationship where it was just all about sex. And my divine feminine chose to walk away from that situation. Here we are again with that cold energy, very similar to the winter card. Somebody wants to reach out but can't because of this barrier that is preventing them from being able to reach out, Taurus. It could be that somebody was blocked on social media or their phone number was blocked and so they're unable to call or text, however way. But they want to reach out. But it is right next to the crossroads energy, so they're just undecided as to what it is that they would like to do. We do have Be Mine, followed by Reunion, and I Miss You. So these three cards, falling in the order that they have, is telling us here, Taurus, that this person wants to come back into reunion with you. They still consider you to be very much a part of their heart. They miss you. But there are those of you that this is coming through for, that despite the opportunity to come back together, I do have someone who's heartbroken over what happened. And should that offer to come back together at this time happen, I still do feel that it's a no answer from the other person here, you know, despite this offer. And that I feel is why it's falling right below that winter card of that cold, stagnant energy, and it's being reclarified by that cold card right there. But I do feel, Taurus, that you are either missing this person or they miss you, or you both are. So the desire to come back together is here, but I just don't feel that every Taurus tuning in here would be open to that reconciliation, because there's still some pretty raw emotions and feelings that are intertwined in the energy of this reading. There's a reason why it's cold, because they're not ready to open up their heart to talking, I feel. So let's add some tarot to this. The Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. And of course, you do not have to identify with a twin flame connection. That is just the name of the card deck. So angels and spirit guides for Taurus for this bonus reading. What else needs to come through here, please, at this time? Four of Cups, missed opportunity. And perhaps that's how this person is feeling, that they missed out on a really great relationship because they messed up. They did something to ruin the relationship. Cups is water energy, which is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces for some of you guys. But we do have that Eight of Wands coming right after that, which is an energy surge and communication. So there are those of you that eventually will hear from this person, Taurus. That is fire energy, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And then we've got the King of Swords right after that, which is air. So we've got all sorts of signs coming through here. This king is very quick-witted and very intellectual in nature. Could be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini for some of you guys. And here you are with your very own energy. The Three of Pentacles is all about collaboration, working as a team. And if you guys can get onto the same page and work on the issues that are creating this barrier, then you guys can actually fix this and come back together if that's what you're both ultimately wanting, which I feel for some of you, that is what you want. We've got the Page of Swords, more air energy here. Somebody's really heavily thinking about what it is that they need to do so that they can remove these barriers that are preventing them from coming towards you. But again, it all boils down to divine timing here. We have the Justice card coming through as well. So yeah, there is a soul contract between you and this person Taurus, that Justice card is Libra energy. So for some of you, it could be a Libra that you're focused on here. This is the need for honesty. Perhaps they couldn't give that to you before, and they regret it. But they are ready to come towards you when they're ready. I just don't feel like they're ready right now. And or you're not ready to talk to this person. But the truth will eventually reveal itself if it hasn't already. Perhaps that's what brought you guys into separation, that the truth came out. You know, these secrets had to come out. The truth came through, as it always does. And secrets and lust right next to each other is infidelity, cheating, a connection outside of a relationship that may have just all been about the physical aspect of it. Some of my divine feminines, you could certainly be coming forward as the Queen of Cups. Very intuitive in nature, very sensitive. For some of my Tauruses, you might even have water in your chart if you know. But we're not so focused or fixated on the signs here, but it is tapping into Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And then we've got the Two of Cups, a divine partnership, a reunion. For those who are open to it, there is the potential to come back together. And I feel this is such a fitting card to come forward because that Four of Swords, again, air energy, it's a break, it's healing, it's recovery, it's recuperation time, taking a break from each other to be able to figure out a different plan on how to progress the relationship. And I really feel, especially for my divine feminines, you just want to be alone right now to figure out your thoughts, heal your broken heart. And my divine masculines have plenty of time on their hands to figure out their own actions, their contribution to why this barrier is up between the two of you. What is it that brought this person into a space of regret? What is it that they need forgiveness for? And it could certainly be tied into these secrets, these lustful secrets that they've kept from you. And perhaps that's why we have this very cold energy that's coming through here, Taurus. Could all be tied into that. All right, so let's add to this with some romance angels. Let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus, please. What else do we need to know at this time for Taurus? Angels and spirit guides and love and romance. For Taurus, romantic feelings coming through here. But for some of you, it is telling you it's time to release your ex. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. That's for those of you who definitely still feel connected to this individual. And there are those of you who had a partner that moved on to another relationship. Perhaps you may or may not know that connection has ended, or they're just in a toxic situation with somebody else. That person needs to be released. Whether you have to let go of somebody, Taurus, or your person needs to let go of somebody. Because someone's standing in the way of the two of you coming back together. We have a past life relationship coming through here. Also, you have known each other before. For those who are resonating with that, perhaps you've already known that. There's that sense of familiarity with this person, like you guys have known each other forever. But right now, you guys are going through challenges. You're in separation at the moment, but the angels are confirming they are the one for you. This could be the one, but you got to work on yourself first. And I know this keeps coming up for my Taurus readings, but it's coming through here because I feel for some of you, you need to work on this or continue to work on it. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and you got to have respect for yourself. But yeah, this person is the one for you. They're the one for you, but it's going to take effort on your part, Taurus, as well as this person, to work on the barriers, get rid of that. Get rid of this cold energy that is between the two of you. Accept an apology if that's what's going to start communication here. Because it's not worth it to be holding on to negative emotions and stress that's just weighing you down. And at the end of the day, you're just hurting yourself. And so I feel it's crucial that the love yourself first message has come forward here. Because it ultimately starts with you, Taurus. Okay, so let's add some Lover's Oracle to this. Angels and Spirit Guides for Taurus. What else do we need to know at this time? What else? Let's grab this bottom of the deck. Okay. First message. Interesting. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So for a small group of you, I feel this is coming through because you're in separation from somebody as a result of somebody who possibly may have passed on. And it's interesting how we do have that spiritual card that came forward. My spirituality helps me see the bright side of this separation, especially if that separation is as a result of a person who is no longer here physically. You also have new beginning coming through. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. So there are those of you, especially who are open to a reunion with your person. You will have that new beginning, that fresh start with one another. All right, let's add some dialogue to this, Taurus, and let's see what else needs to come forward. This is the 5D Love Messages Oracle deck by Calico Moon. So what is it that you either want to say to this person, or what is it that they want to say to you? We'll grab a few messages from this deck, Taurus, and whichever one you are guided to accept. Let's take a look and see. So we'll grab some for everyone who's tuning in and whichever one resonates with you. Angels and Spirit Guides for Taurus. I never meant to hurt you. Regrets. I never meant to hurt you. We are connecting in the 5D. For those of you who are still feeling this person's energies, yeah, they're not with you in the 3D right now, but in the 5D, that's where you guys are still connecting. Next message. Things just got too heavy for me. Perhaps that's why they entered into a third-party situation where it was just all about the physical aspect of things and not wanting to get their emotions all intertwined in a connection. It was just too heavy for them. They couldn't handle it. And once that came to an end, I feel that's when this person went into all sorts of regrets about what they did, what they said, how this all played itself out. Next message. I'm unsure of your feelings for me, and perhaps that's why there is this hesitation, this barrier in communication. It's like the answer is no, I'm not ready to talk to you. There is no communication right now, so they really don't know where you're at energetically in your heart, Taurus, and or this is how you're feeling about this person. Next message. I am constantly wondering what you are up to. Yeah, they are. They miss you. They're still thinking about you. They know they messed up. And they can't help but wonder, you know, how's life been going on, especially since we have been in separation. Next message. I want to reach out, but something always stops me. That's an additional contribution to this barrier. Why you are not hearing from this person and or they are not hearing from you. One last one. I'm spying on you. They might be checking you out on social media, Taurus, or this is something that you are possibly doing at this time, or this is something you're both doing. Keeping tabs on each other. Spying from a distance, wondering how's the other person doing. They definitely want to reach out though. You know, we already had the reach out card coming through. And now I want to reach out, but something always stops me. Perhaps they are feeling that cold vibe from you, Taurus, that it's just not the right time for them to reach out or talk to you. Could be tied into all that. Wow. All right. So let's add to this. I feel like there's more dialogue that needs to come through here. So I wanted to grab some additional insight from the Hidden Truth Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus, please. Who else needs to speak up here? I just feel like there's more that needs to be expressed here. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus. So again, whichever one you resonate with, we'll grab some from this deck. And I forgot to mention, this is by All Things Intuitive, the Hidden Truth Oracle. For Taurus, please. Who needs to speak up here? It was my fault, but I blamed you. More regrets. Regret number one. You were the best thing in my life and I fucked it up. That type of energy. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like, damn it, what did I do? And there are those of you who will resonate with this next one. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. You know, when something as heavy as infidelity, cheating, secrets, betrayals, deception, when you guys have to deal with that and you go into separation, it's not easy whatsoever. It's very difficult, but that doesn't make letting go of that person any easier because you invested so much of your heart in that individual. Next message. You speak to me through music. So whenever they hear songs or you hear songs, Taurus, you guys are just reminded of each other through lyrics and particular songs that are of significance to the connection. And for those of you, it's more final. You know, look at this next message. We need to let each other go. That could be a temporary thing, just truly having to let each other go energetically and not even connecting in the 5D. Just fully let go and see where this ends up, you know. And sometimes when we really let go, that's when the universe has full reign to act on your behalf, to move whatever mountains it needs to. And if it brings you guys back together, then ultimately it's coming full circle and you're meant to be. All right, guys. So let's bring about some healing messages here. Angels and spirit guides for Taurus, please. For this bonus reading. Some final messages for Taurus. So I have a feeling you guys have endured some pretty painful experiences with this person, and that's why you guys are not together at this time. Some healing messages for Taurus, please, angels and spirit guides. Take better care of yourself at this time, Taurus, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, however way you need attention. Playfulness also coming through here. When we go through some pretty difficult periods in our life, we forget to have fun in other areas of our life. And we forget about the people that are there for us. We forget about family. We forget about everything but the grief that we are saturating ourselves in. And I feel these angels are coming in to remind you, Taurus, that you got to see things from a different perspective. And as this card reads, my spirituality helps me see the bright side of this separation. And sometimes a separation is a blessing. So try to incorporate playfulness back into your life in however way you can bring that in. Support is here for you, Taurus, letting you know the angels are here for you. Your family, we're here for you. Your friends, those who have your back. You know who your support system is, so don't forget, especially when you are in need of that support and love and assistance, and something as simple as that shoulder to lean on, a place to stay when you just feel like you need that added support. It surrounds you. You just need to help elevate the quality of your life as well through better decisions, removing barriers that you have control over, learning the lessons that you need to learn in your own life. You are truly being divinely guided onto a particular path, Taurus, and you got to pay attention to where it is that you are being directed. Angels are watching out for you. All right, so let's close this out, guys, with some final thoughts from the Guardian Angel deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. Some final thoughts for Taurus. Wow. There's a second reference, guys. Look at this. We already had the surrender card come forward earlier. And a second reference to surrender. Remain positive about the future of our planet, for all is part of humanity's evolution. There is a divine order to all the chaos which you perceive that exists in our world. And I often interpret this for my viewers as to what's going on in your world, your life, what's happening in your life. Nothing will ever truly change until we learn to love and accept all as it is, lovingly surrender your judgments and expectations, and your life will magically transform because you are allowing the universe and the angels to step in and help you the way that help is needed in whatever area of your life needs it most. Your love life, your finances, your health, your family life, your career, money matters, whatever it is that is being challenged. Sometimes you got to just throw up your hands and surrender and allow life to happen and direct you to where it is you're being guided towards. Sometimes we can kind of stand in the way of our own progress and put up these barriers on our own, and you have the power, Taurus, to open up that door and walk out of it if it's a situation that's no longer working out for you in whatever area. Okay, so surrender what it is that you need to surrender. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this one. However way this resonates with you, I do hope that it helped you. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. Taurus, I thank you so much for being here, for spending this time with me, and I have a whole lot more readings coming your way. So thank you guys so much for being here. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, Taurus. Sorry, I got so distracted by the surrender messages, I totally forgot that you guys ended up getting the rainbow message as well. which is a beautiful card. So this card reads, you are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, you shine eternally bright. You are surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You are eternally blessed. So I'm sorry I left that out initially, but you guys really needed to see this, because this is going to give you the hope that you need, that you can overcome whatever challenges and issues you're dealing with at this time. Okay, not only are you blessed by the angels, your family, your friends, the universe is watching out for you. All will clear soon. That barrier will be removed. All right, guys. So that is where I'm going to leave it officially. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.